Good morning. It is September the 1st. And I'm out here by the Wascana Country Club, which is right down there, which is where I'm going to be going after this to write, maybe have lunch. But that's Saskatchewan Polytechnic over there. And I'm going to get over there, but I'm going to give a bit of a walk out here in the prairie. Now, I think there's a path I can take up that hill. There always has been in the past. So that's my plan. I should have good cell phone coverage because there's a cell phone tower. And yeah, that's the plan today. So let's start walking. Saskatchewan Polytechnic is also that building over there, which used to be the Plains Hospital. But there is a path here, if I can walk it. It'll take me through the field, but it is something that people drive on and ride bikes on, and I have walked up it before, so let's give it a shot. So Regina is, well, that's actually the University of Regina over there, those buildings, and the city is in that direction. You can't really see any of it, you can just see the university over there. I'm sorry I didn't walk yesterday. I had every intention to, but there was a heat warning. In fact, there's still one. It's about mid-20s right now, so not too bad, but it's going up to 34. There you go, Saskatchewan Polytechnic. Oh. Quail, or prairie chickens, one or t'other. Prairie chickens usually run. I think those were quail. See lots of grasshoppers flying up here too. We're going to go up to the top of the hill, and then I'll come back down the same way I'm going up. And of course, this is a wheat field we're walking through. I think it's wheat. People come out here and walk their dogs sometimes. That's the ring road. The car is going by over there, so it goes around the city. And again, that's Wascana Country Club over there. I'll get a better view of it once I get up to the top of the hill here. Good morning, Kirk in Vancouver. I walked out here a couple of times last year, or maybe even earlier this year. I don't remember exactly. No, I think it would have been last year. But as I said, over this summer I've been kind of constrained by the lack of a car. And now I have a car, my daughter being back at university, so hopefully I can go a little further afield than I have been. I like coming out here because it's different than just walking around my usual neighborhood in the city. Now, I wonder why there's this break in the field. I know when I was out here last year, they were in certain places, they were laying cable or something. So maybe that's related to that. So writing-wise, I am in the throes of getting the page proofs ready for Shapers of Worlds Volume 3. I have all the stories in, everything is edited. I've pretty much decided on the order. Looks like 125,000 words of science fiction and fantasy. Hello, San, I think that says. So again, that's the university over there. We'll get a pretty good view from the top of this hill when we get up there. See the grasshoppers flying up around me, in front of me. If you look close. This is very Saskatchewan. And I grew up out in the country, not on a farm, but in North Weyburn, which is a hamlet outside of Weyburn where the Commonwealth Air Training Command base was during the Second World War. The school that my dad taught at, Western Christian College, was in those buildings. You can probably hear the grasshoppers too if you listen. So being out on the prairie in the middle of the summer, that was my childhood. Then when we come down, I will walk all the way over to Sask Polytechnic, the actual buildings. Always gets a lot of views when I walk over there because there's lots of people from around the world planning to come to university or to Sask Polytechnic here. So there always walks around the university and around Sask Polytechnic, always get lots of views. Up the hill we go. Raising grasshoppers with every step. Also making my left knees suddenly decide, hey, what are you doing climbing hills? We don't do hills. We're Saskatchewan. We're Saskatchewan knees. Here we come. Now we'll get a good view here. So over there is development. You come around, that's First Nations University there. And then the University of Regina campus there. All of that is U of R. You can't really see downtown, it's on the other side of the university buildings. But that's the university there. Oh! Stepped in a hole I didn't see. Fortunately, I didn't fall or hurt myself. Gotta watch your feet. Come over here. This hill I'm on is not a natural hill. It was made with ground that was taken out of Wascana Lake when they deepened it. This is all wildlife preserve over here. Waterfowl habitat. And then there's the golf course. Wascana Country Club. There's the path we came up. And that's Sask Polytechnic. Again, that used to be the Plains Hospital. Over that way. So we'll go back down. I can't go through the field because the crop's still in. Later on in the fall, after it's harvested, I could even walk directly across the crop, across the field, and might do that. So now we'll go back down and then carry on over to Sask Polytechnic. I'll try not to step in a hole this time. It wasn't really a hole, it's some sort of rut or something. But it caught me by surprise. Right here, this kind of depression. I was almost depressed. If I'd fallen down and hurt myself, I'd been very depressed. Okay, so now we'll go this way. Back down the hill. It feels warmer by the minute. I'm wearing a black shirt, which wasn't necessarily the best choice for walking in the prairie sun. There's a slight haze, but it's still quite sunny. Just kind of a faint cloud cover up there. Watch my feet going down here so I don't step in something unexpected. At least there's no horses or cows. Then you can really step in something unexpected. Only thing I'm likely to step on here is a grasshopper, and nobody's going to miss one of those. level now. There's a big crack running down the middle of these tracks where the ground is dried out. There's no mosquitoes out here. Unlike last week when I walked right along the river, down in the trees by the river, in the undergrowth. There were a lot of mosquitoes down there. Here it's grasshopper territory. And those quail, that bevy of quail that I startled when I just started up here. That's what that was. Pretty sure it was. So next we will walk along the road to get down to the buildings for Saskatchewan Polytechnic. Would have been out here a bit sooner, but I discovered I was doing something on my wife's phone this morning, and when I put it away, I put my phone in her backpack, and I kept her phone, so I had to drive downtown and make a hostage exchange, so we each had the correct cell phones. So that put me out here a bit later than I intended, which has made it a bit warmer than I intended, but oh well. It's Labor Day weekend. That means the Saskatchewan Roughriders will play the Labor Day Classic against Winnipeg, considering Winnipeg is like 9-1 and Saskatchewan is, 5-5 at best. One hopes we will win, but Winnipeg seems to be the real powerhouse in the Canadian Football League this year. But it's always a party. It'll be sold out, so packed with 30,000 fans, 30-some thousand fans. I can never remember the new seating capacity. I think it's 33,000 at Mosaic Stadium. Again, we're headed over there, but I can't go directly across because you don't go walking through people's fields unless there's a path like this one. This path is always here, so I don't know if it's exactly maintained or if it's just because it's here, it continues to be here because people drive along it. And probably the farmer even drives along it. I don't know who this land belongs to either. We're not technically in Regina, we're in the rural municipality of Sherwood. We're outside city limits here. So I guess I'm not walking in Regina, I'm walking near Regina. So sue me. Sue me, what can you do me? I love you. A little bit from Guys and Dolls. Everything's a song cue. I had thought about going down to the golf course, but then to get here it's just a long, boring walk up a straight road, and thought I'd rather start out here closer to this path and do that. Okay, now we will have to follow the road here, and then I will have to walk back along it to get back to the car. That's just the way it works out here. There's no good way to do a loop. It's just there and back again, which worked for the Hobbit, so hopefully it works for me without any nasty dragons or golems along the way. I do not have a ring of invisibility or a ring of power or a ring of any sort. Well, I do have a wedding ring, but no need to throw it. I could walk through the prairie there, but probably run into nettles, which I don't want to walk through. So we'll go up here and follow the road. There's a bit of a road here I guess I can take. We'll do that. So Sask Polytechnic was originally called SIAST, Saskatchewan Institute of Applied Science and Technology. And this was its building, this first one. And then when the Plains Hospital ceased to be a hospital, SIAST expanded into that building. And then they changed their name a few years ago to Sask Polytechnic. So there's both buildings in one camera shot. If anybody is saying anything, like saying hi, I can't actually see the screen at the moment, so I apologize for that. Not until I find a shady spot. And there's not a lot of shade out here on the prairie. One thing you quickly notice, if you're a prairie person, if you're not a prairie person, you notice it even more. We're used to it. That'd be an old windbreak. There's probably a house there at some point, because the only trees you see out here were planted. So I would imagine, I've never got into those trees, but I bet you there's an old foundation in there for a house. I have occasionally parked by SIAST, but I think when I did that, they were still kind of closed down due to COVID and weren't charging for parking, but the parking lots look quite full, which means parking enforcement must be back. And so I did not do that. I can't walk straight there because it turns back into cropland here. So I will still have to go over towards the main road over there. There's a hawk up there, I don't know if you can see it. Pretty small probably on the camera. There are hawks in these trees. Remember that from last year, especially the ones down a bit further. I saw several hawks. Okay, now I have no choice but to walk through the grass, and hopefully there aren't too many nettles. And hopefully no water either. We haven't had rain for a few days, so it's probably very dry now. A little earlier on, I would have expected to find water down in this depression. There the crop resumes. When I walk back, I'll probably be walking down the other side of the road and might see those hawks wherever they're nesting over there. See him up there circling around looking for something. Not me, I'm too big, thank goodness. Oh! There's a hole there I didn't see, and I did run into a nettle, but no harm done. If I break my leg, you'll have to shoot me, or maybe that's just horses. Oh, live streamers. They shoot live streamers, don't they? Again, there's both buildings in one shot. And the edge of the wheat field there. Very uneven ground. We'll be on pavement here in a minute. Now I hear the hawks too. Oof, another hole. I kind of saw that one. Not quite in time. Okay. Now we can head straight for the building. There's a bit of a path here. Somebody has driven through here for some reason. Not sure why. I don't know if you can hear that hawk or not. I'm sure I'll be out here again later in the fall when the after harvest and it starts to get a bit colder. I'll probably come out here again, if not before that. So this is the old SciAst building. Don't know what its proper name is. It probably will say when I get close to the entrance. And once we get off this bit, we'll be back on pavement. Buses run out here regularly, so you don't have to have a car to get out here necessarily. There we go. Like I said, if anybody else has said anything, I still can't see it. I haven't had any shade now for quite some time. Here's the main entrance here. Little rest area there. Go down this way. All of a sudden there's trees and landscaping, and the grass isn't exactly green, but it is in places where it's been watered. I'll do a little loop up here closer to the building. I don't think there's been any more greetings since I first said hello to people, so another entrance. It's a very, I guess it's brutalist, that architecture. And I'll walk on to the big building. Welcome to Lot W17. Please purchase a ticket from a pay station. Thank you for parking with us. Precise Park Link West Limited. Now you look back there, you can see the cell phone tower that I parked by. This path will take us, curve us around and take us over to the main building over there. Alrighty, we will angle around and start walking up straight toward the tall building. Able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Not me. And it looks like a driveway, but it's actually blocked, so the path will turn us into the road there, but the road is actually just a footpath these days. Could probably be opened up if you need to get a vehicle in there. But My dad was in this hospital once. It was like they built it kind of to serve the surrounding area because it was quick to get to from rural areas when you came in. And I don't know what the rationale was for closing it and consolidating everything into the two downtown hospitals, Pasqua and General Hospital are the two. But they did, even though this was quite a, modern, state-of-the-art facility at the time. I haven't been in it since I was barely in it when it was a hospital. I've never been in it since it became SciEst. I have no idea what it's like in there. Offices and classrooms, I guess. I don't know if they use all the floors. I really don't know anything. I don't know anything. I really shouldn't admit that, but it's true. Always see students outside. They're usually smoking if they're outside. Not necessarily, but often. I think I'm going to walk around on the back side of the building. Maybe. Does the path go all the way? Oh, I don't think it does. No, I won't do that. I'll go this way. It just runs into a loading zone or something over there, so that's no fun. There's a lot of wrecked cars over here because one of the things they teach out here is body shop work and that sort of thing. So there's always these wrecked vehicles here for teaching purposes. Some that don't look wrecked, but they must be, or they wouldn't be in there. Oh, it's on this corner, it's wrecked. So they've all had coming togethers, as the British Grand Prix commentators like to put it. Oh, they had a coming together. The first corner. At least back when I watched Grand Prix regularly, I remember that phrase. Again, I can't see the screen, so if you said hello, I'm sorry if I haven't said hello back. We'll go up to the main entrance here. Said, parking is definitely back in enforcement mode from when I was out here during COVID and there was nobody out here. I presume these are more yeah, they don't have license plates, so they're all educational vehicles for teaching purposes. Alright, we will go up the steps, getting closer to the main entrance all the time. You could cut the tension with a knife. And my knee's going stairs. We don't like stairs either. Don't know why it suddenly decided to twinge. Teepee over there. I'm not sure what they've been doing over there. So this is the main building. There's the sign, Saskatchewan Polytechnic. There's chairs and things and umbrellas and stuff, so some sort of special activity going on. Entrance is not too exciting, but there it is. Now, if I walk over here, I can take a path right over to the Overpass. Yeah, well, I'm going to go this way. Better look at the ring road. Oh, so it's a bit shadier in here. Well, it doesn't look like I've missed anything since those first two hellos, so if you're watching and haven't said hello, I'll say hello anyway. Hello. Walking on the Sask Polytechnic campus, Saskatchewan Polytechnic, and in the prairie that surrounds it. So something First Nations related, I would think, with the TP, and it looks like there's a bouncy castle there. I don't know if they're taking things down or putting them up. So this is part of the bike path, which would connect to bike paths in the city that I've walked on, so you can ride a bike out here. Another view of the whole building. Oops, almost walked into a tree. So if I kept walking this way, I could just walk home, but then my car would be out here. And I'd still be about a 45-minute walk. On the car is a bit closer than that, although this is shaping up to be a fairly long walk. But I didn't walk at all yesterday, so can't really complain. Making up for that. And there's a very distinctive smell that I associate with the prairie. I don't know what plant it is. I probably should after all these years, but it's just a scent that makes me think prairie. It's not coming from there. That has some mulch in it that I'm smelling as well. You know, it's when you walk through the grass and it's been cut, or through grass, prairie grass, not, lawn grass, that you notice it. There we go. We turn back. There's a good look at it now. Oh, I think somebody said hello. I still can't read it, but good morning, whoever just said good morning. That's all I can tell. I can't make out the name. Maybe up here in the shade I can see your name from a distance. Oh, I still hear the hawk going. Maybe here I can see who said hello. I don't know if my screen's gone dim or what. If it's just my eyes have adjusted to the brightness. I still can't read it. But anyway, welcome. Oops. Caught my hand on this mic cord there. Okay, once we get up here, we will do the turnaround and start walking back again, but along a different path. I'm going to follow the road. So if you kept going up here, I don't think I'll cross, but there's a overpass over the ring road where we saw the cars, and they're just down below. You can kind of see we'll see the overpass here when I get a little higher. With the fence on it there, so you don't jump off into traffic. And there you can see the ring road. Less traffic on it than there used to be because they constructed the bypass that takes you much further to the outside of the city. All right, but now we're going to go this way. I'll cross this road once it's safe to do so, but up here it's a bit iffy because there's two roads coming together. It's hard to judge. A lot of erosion here and made gullies I have to watch out for. I don't want to step in. Like that one. want to cross over just so I can walk along the lines of trees over there, see if we can find some hawks. Okay, I can go to the median at least. These cars only come one way along here. Then it will just depend on anybody. If anybody's coming the other way, whether I can continue over or not. And someone is, I believe. Yeah, so I will stay here. Until they get by. And a truck, and who else have we got? Now we can cross. Walk way over here, away from the road. But perhaps I will at least not step down into the grass just yet. Or perhaps I will. It's pretty well cut here. Might as well go in the ditch. Actually a dirt road there. But I think it curves away from where I want to go pretty quickly. Okay, so again, there's SciEst over there. I'm sorry, Sask Polytechnic. Wheat field over there. Gravel road. And some shade. This would be a windbreak, which is just what it sounds like. They're built to reduce wind erosion and drifting. Well, actually they increase drifting, but only under the trees. They catch the snow in the winter. But in the summer they're designed to reduce wind erosion. Most of them were planted during the 30s, during the Depression and Dust Bowl years, drought years. Now here's where the gravel road goes, so it wouldn't have done me any good to follow it. Just went up there and joined the regular road. This is all trimmed, which is nice. I'm not sure why they mow it down, but they do, so helpful for, you know, the occasional live streamer like me. It will be warm when I get to the golf club to work. I can find somewhere where the air conditioning is blowing right on me. I will aim for what shade I can get over on this side. Depends on if that's muddy or not. That's pretty soft earth down there. I'm not sure if I want to walk on that or not. Find out. Yeah, no, that's way too soft to be any fun to walk on. And if you're getting your bearings, that's where we are now in relation to Sask Polytechnic. why there's a car parked on the side of the road up there. It's unlikely to be another live streamer. Could be somebody walking their dog, or just somebody that didn't want to pay for parking at SIAS, Saskatchewan Polytechnic. You can see yellow is starting to pop up in more and more trees. It is September 1st. We're going to see a lot of yellow over the next 3 or 4 weeks, and then it'll all be gone. All the leaves will be gone. Well, not all of them. Some trees hold on to them quite a long time, but a lot of them will be gone. And then the frost, and then the snow, and we're 2 months from November, and by the beginning of November we've often had our first snow at least, and sometimes the snow is already here to stay, so just don't know in any given year. Ooh, a bit more shade, very welcome. Don't know why that car is sitting there. Doesn't want to put it in the parking lot, but I'm pretty sure that's not legal. No, he's waiting for someone maybe, or I don't know. Now it was up here that I found the hawk's nest, I think. One of these lines of trees. Last time I walked out here. There's definitely a hawk around, but I haven't spotted them in the trees yet. I thought it was these pine trees here that I saw the hawk nest in last year, but it's hard to remember. Certainly don't see anything up there now except pine branches. That bare branch over there, I think, has often had a hawk on it, but I guess the one I saw is still hunting somewhere, or else it caught something and it's eating it. More shade. We're not to the equinox yet, but we're not far away. 3 weeks till autumn, official start of autumn. I have no idea how long I've been walking. I imagine this has been an hour, or will have been by the time I get back, but didn't keep close tabs on it today. There's the other parking lot for SIAS, Saskatchewan Polytechnic. It was SIAS for a very long time, so even though it's been Saskatchewan Polytechnic for quite a while now, it still tends to default in my head to what I called it for many years. I was in this building once, I think. Over there behind the trees. I seem to remember doing a workshop or something in there. Can't remember what it was about. But I seem to recall being in there. More wheat. There's a lot of it. I think it's wheat. Oh, somebody said something. Can I read it? That is the question. The answer would be, I don't think I can. My eyes are too adjusted to the bright light that even in the shade here I can't make it out. I wonder if I can brighten up the screen, or if it has defaulted to No, it's at full. So that doesn't help. So, yeah, nope, sorry, I can't read it. So if you ask me a question, the answer is whatever you want it to be. My eyes have gone down to pinpricks, even with the sunglasses on, I think. And so the screen looks really dark, even though it's at full brightness, even in the shade. I'll try again up here. There's more shade. I suppose if I close my eyes while I walk, but then I might fall in a hole or something, so it doesn't seem very practical as a solution. Close my eyes for a second. Stand here in the shade and see if that helps. Not significantly. Nope. Cannot read it. However, those of you who are following along can read it, so maybe you can answer the question if it was a question. If it was a comment, I'm sure it was a very good comment. I'll see it later, just not while I'm walking live here. And greetings, whoever you are. Thank you for joining me on my blind, sun-blinded walk out here in the prairie near Saskatchewan Polytechnic, which again is right over there, one of the two buildings. Now, this is a dirt road that actually does take you somewhere, but it doesn't take me where I want to go. And I wouldn't want to walk along a gravel road because every time the car goes by, you're choking in dust. So, over there, you can see the hill I walked up. You can see the little path going up it. That was the start of the walk. And we're not too far from the end of the walk. These buildings up here used to be some sort of provincial laboratory that closed down quite a while ago. And then it belonged to somebody else. So I'll see if there's a sign on it when I go by, what it now says it is. I think it was there. I think it's First Nations. Something. Don't know in a minute. All these cars are going out to the golf club. Fine day for golfing if you don't mind the warmth. Supposed to go to 34. Again, that's the University of Regina over there. Oof! Another unexpected dip. That's the danger of walking out here. I usually see the gopher holes, but I don't necessarily see the little depressions hidden by the grass. And if my eyes are up, then I miss them. Normally my eyes are up because I try to keep an eye on the screen, but I cannot see the screen or anything that anybody is saying on the screen, if anything, so I suppose I don't really need to look at it. My car is that one right over there, the little silver dot. That's where I will finish this walk. Must have been an hour. Almost stepped at another hole, so I really should keep my eyes down on the ground here. Yeah, I can't remember if it was a veterinarian laboratory or something. It was definitely a provincial laboratory of some sort. But they closed it a long time ago now. agricultural facility, perhaps. Just don't remember. And I was never in there, so as you can see, they don't want anybody going in there. They've kind of blocked the path, although not very thoroughly. That part is blocked. I don't know if there were other buildings there that were torn down. It has an address, 4394 Wascana Parkway. Yeah, it's definitely a First Nations something. That sign was there last time I walked along here, so I wasn't misremembering that aspect of it. Oh! Another hole. I'll walk down here and keeping my eyes on the ground for gopher holes. Other holes. My shoelaces come untied too, so it's a good thing this walk is just about over. Normally they're really good, but walking through grass and stuff, it's more friction on the laces and it tends to untie them, which is what has happened now. But I won't try to tie it till I get to the car, which is just over there now. Does the sign say? Property of George Gordon First Nation. Okay, so they bought it, but I don't think they've done anything with it yet. That's what I would say. So it belongs to the Indian band, but not currently doing anything with it, I would say. So I wonder what their plans are. 5000 Wascana Parkway. Almost to the car. Directly ahead of us again is Wascana Country Club. You turn right to go down to the clubhouse. And I don't remember which hole this is out here, but 7th or 8th, I think. You're headed back to the clubhouse when you're playing here, so. And of course, you have the turnaround on the 9th hole. Or you switch over to the other. Yeah, so I think this must be about the 7th or 8th hole here. Or both, actually. There's one hole over there, and then you start another one. The tee box is sort of right ahead of me here. Right a little to my right. And I think that's the 9th hole. Somebody on the course now. There's the gates to the Wascana. And again, had I started at the clubhouse, I would have just had to walk up that long straight road there, which seemed kind of uninteresting, so that's why I chose not to. But we'll head down there in a minute. I will head down there in a minute, but I won't be live streaming at that point. And there's my car. So I will stop. Don't have to go all the way to the car. I'll stop over here with a final view of Sask. Sask Polytechnic. I still did it. There we go. And there you go. Sask Polytechnic and Environs. Thanks for walking with me. Tomorrow should be around the lake. So I'll see you then. Bye for now. Assuming I can